Hi there. Today we're going to talk about my favorite APS-C lenses. For those of you who don't know what APS-C is, it's a sensor size for the smaller cameras like the 6000 series, 6000, 6300, 6500. It's smaller than the full frame, but it still gives you that nice blurry background and pretty professional quality stuff. So if you want a smaller camera that's more lightweight, easier to carry, smaller, the 6000 series is a great camera to have with you at all times. It's a step up from a pocket camera, a compact camera, and it's smaller and more lightweight than the big full frames. So I'm trying to keep my lenses as small and lightweight as possible also. And I've got a bunch of them here that are my favorites, and I'm going to share them with you. And I think they're some of the best out there. And I'm also going to show you which lenses I don't like. As you know, what I like is the blurry background. And of course, that the picture is sharp and stuff like that. So here we go. I'm going to go through 7 lenses. They're pretty affordable. And I'm going to show you samples of pictures and have us download below as to samples of the actual pictures taken with these lenses. Well, I'm going to show them in order of weight, from the most lightweight to the heaviest. Because for me, a heavy lens is not fun to carry around all day. I like lightweight, really lightweight stuff that gives you the best quality. So here we go. For the most lightweight and the smallest lens of all, and the cheapest of all, is the 7 Artisans 35mm 1.2. It weighs 5.5 ounces and it costs only $145. It's made of metal and glass and it looks like an old school lens. I really want to like this lens, but I'm not too thrilled with the quality of the image. It's kind of blurry. It's a manual lens. It's small, it's light, and I want to like it, but all right, next up is the Sony 50mm 1.8. It's only $300. It weighs 7.1 ounces, and this is the most professional of the whole bunch. It's autofocus. It autofocuses really fast. It's super sharp. It's lightweight. If you're going to only have one lens, this is the most dependable, sharp, fast lens, and it doesn't cost much. It's only $300. Next up is the Sigma 30mm 1.4. Weighs 9.3 ounces. Costs $350. Pretty much anything by Sigma is great. Fourth one up, and I'm going to make another video about this because this is an interesting lens. This is a Sigma. It just came out, 56 1.4, and it's autofocus. It weighs 9.8 ounces and it costs $450. Pretty lightweight. Look how wide that glass is. That's got a serious amount of glass because it's 1.4. And in APS-C, as you know, anything that's like 50 is actually like 85 in standard traditional full frame cameras. A 35 is like 50. So this 56 is like an 85. It's perfect portrait lens. Really blurry backgrounds. And it's autofocus. And it's only $450. It's amazing. Next one up, this one is interesting. It's made out of, this as you can tell, is heavy steel and glass. Is the Camlan 50mm 1.1. That's right, 1.1. It's only $179 and it weighs 10 ounces. And it takes some pretty darn blurry background pictures. Anything that's this price range with a 1.1, it's not autofocus, but it's a fun lens to play with. You can really have some fun with this one. This one's pretty heavy. It's like getting up there. Anything around 10 ounces and up starts getting pretty heavy. And it's only $179. I mean, come on. This is my old favorite here, the Canon 50mm 1.2, costs $400, weighs 12.9 ounces. This was my favorite lens for years until this one came along. I'm going to make a video about the new one, but this is still an amazing lens. 50mm, which is like 85 again in full frame, but great portrait lens, and it's easy and fun to work with. $400, 1.2 50mm Canon. And again, all of these are APS-C lenses, which means if you use these on a full frame camera, you're going to get vignetting, the dark edges around the corners. All right, last one up. The company that we started with is the company that we're ending with. Of the 7 Artisans 50mm 1.1. It is heavy. This thing is, this is a weapon. This is like a rock. This thing is super heavy. And look at the amount of glass on that. That's a serious amount of light in. This is a heavy lens. It's 14.1 ounces. It's almost a pound. It's made for Leica L. But what people are doing is they're getting an adapter. That adds even more weight because this is an autofocus adapter. The autofocus adapter is not cheap. It's $379 and it's pretty heavy too. So with the adapter, this lens and the adapter weighs 1 pound 4 ounces. In other words, 20 ounces. It's a pretty heavy lens, but it's not that big and it autofocuses. So you have a 1.1 50mm lens that autofocuses, which is pretty cool. And it's pretty quick at autofocusing, and it's not cheap. The total of the lens and the thing is $750. $750 is getting towards semi-professional range. So I got all excited. It's a heavy lens, it's expensive. Should take great pictures, right? I took some pictures and the quality sucked. The pictures were blurry. I said, what's going on? And then I looked at the box and it comes with a little tiny screwdriver and a calibration chart. And you're supposed to like calibrate the lens. And I'm going, I don't want to have to do this. I like just plugging something on, it's ready to go. I don't want to have to calibrate my stupid lenses. That was a deal breaker for me, so I'm returning this thing. Maybe it takes great pictures. It looks like it would, but I just don't want to deal with getting a little screwdriver and putting up a calibration chart and all that. Maybe you guys like it. I don't know. This is not for me. I just want to get it out of the box, plug it on, and it's ready to go. I have a chart down below that in the description that you can download that shows the lenses, shows samples of pictures taken with those lenses, what they cost, and what they weigh. I hope this helps. APS-C is a great little camera. It fits in your hand really well. It's not heavy. You won't get tired carrying this around all day like a full frame camera. Pretty lightweight. This is a 6300. They now have a 6500. It's a great camera to have as your second camera. Some people have it as their only camera, but to me, this is if I'm going traveling, this is definitely one that's going with me when I travel because it travels so well. It's small and it's lightweight. So stay tuned for the next video. We're going to talk about this amazing lens, the Sigma 56 1.4. Subscribe to Marcus Picks because I give a lot of free stuff away, and I will give a lens away on the next video because I accidentally bought two. I don't know how it happened, but instead of returning it, I'm just going to give it to you. So tell your friends about Marcus Picks, MARKUSPIX. That's my channel. For any of you who love photography, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.